Oh boy. I was not responsible with my sleeping schedule. And now I'm paying the price. Paying it dearly. Good morning, everyone. Everything kind of hurts right now. Oh. Wait, what the heck? Where did you go? My brain hurts. It hurts a lot. I should have. Oh, this is perfect. All I need to do is color. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Hopefully, afternoon stream is when I can actually start on the other stuff. I am very much not I'm not happy camper right now. Where I should change scene. I should change scene. Where? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Let me go change something. I think we're good. I think everything's set up. I'm probably forgetting something again, but it is what it is. Why do I do this to myself? Yesterday, basically for some reason, well, no, I do know why. I'm jealous, especially. My friends haven't been on Discord basically all week long. Like, at all. I don't know what was going on. And finally, my friends are on Discord. Yesterday. And apparently, one of them, he just got busy. That's normal. He's not always there. The other one, his girlfriend was in town. And therefore, he could not be on Discord every day. It's like, okay, fine, that's fine. So me, who has been here longer for you, is no longer important. It's okay, I get it. It's okay. No, but seriously, I ended up staying online with him until like 1 a.m. And now it all hurts. I should have gone to bed earlier. But he was never online. Anyways. I was foolish, and now I'm paying the price dearly. So, trying to think. If I finish coloring these two today, we will do the flesh tones. Because I don't think my brain can do much more today. Maybe this afternoon I'll be able to. I'll be more awake, but right now, ain't happening. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm doing. What color is that supposed to be? Okay. Do I even have the gray color selected? I do. Did I add a new layer? Yes. Okay. Holy. And I was also supposed to finish the YouTube video this weekend, and I didn't. And I don't really have a good reason for it. I don't know. I mean, I got some stuff done. Like, the video has changed a lot from the original script. But I don't know. I guess it was just a busy weekend. And it's kind of unfortunate. Like, I had my part-time this weekend. And I was invited over to eat yesterday. Oh, and I don't know, just stuff got in the way. So that was unfortunate. And nothing new, honestly. Pretty much has been that way since the start. Oh my lord. But what I did do is I shell swapped my Nintendo Switch Lite, and that went poorly. That went very poorly. I was being so meticulous. I had used these Posca pens to color in every single screw head. So, and then like I put a color dot next to the hole of the screw, so I knew where every screw went. Every type of screw, at least. And everything went perfectly well. I didn't break anything until I got to the screen. And I knew this was going to be the worst part. So I wanted to change the bezel. And I was confused because I was looking at iFixit guide. Yeah, I mostly did it all on my own. Like, I didn't want to look at any guides. But I got to the screen. It's like, wait, what? This is all glued together? Can this even be pried apart? And I look it up. I look it up on iFixit guide. And I fix it, guys, like, oh, it's air gapped. Air gapped? Well, if it's air gapped, why are they just glued so tightly together? What gives? What the fuck? And so I needed to use a heat gun. I did find out that I needed to use a heat gun to separate them. So I used a heat gun to separate the two screens. Like the glass and the screen. And then I realized the digitizer, so like the tactile part, was still connected to the glass screen. I'm like, shit. I tried to pull that apart, and the screen just like exploded. Like, it shattered, and the ribbon cable totally tore and everything. I was like, oh shit. Guess I don't have tactile anymore, which is fine because I'm getting a replacement screen for to make my Switch Lite OLED. So I'm not too bothered by that. But in the meantime, I gotta wait. I gotta have like a non-tactile screen. Like, okay, bummer. First like downer. Everything else was going right. And so I meticulously use like all the things to get all the dust out of the screen and stuff like that. And I go and take the new screen, which was not supposed to go, like, it was supposed to just be a sticker on the old bezel. Why? That's such a shit job. Like, it's such a terrible solution. Then you have like basically a screen protector that's like protruding by a lot over your old bezel. And since my old one was yellow, like, you would absolutely tell. You could absolutely tell. It wasn't like a neutral black color. So I was like, no. That's why I separated the digitizer. And I'm using the protective screen as the new glass. And so it's like sunken in. I was like, everything's going wrong. And it had a protective film on one side, but not the other. And I was kind of confused, and I put it the wrong way. I removed the film after installing it, after I've glued everything in, and I put it the wrong way. And I hated everything in that moment. So I had like this tacky, I mean like tacky in the sense of like it was sticky. I had like this tacky surface on the wrong side of the screen that was an absolute fingerprint magnet. But I realized you could peel it off. I was like, okay, well, I don't really need this. I can just peel this off and I'll be fine. Start peeling off the little adhesive that was supposed to stick on to the regular, like the glass screen. It was supposed to, I think you get what I mean. Basically, screen protector on regular screen. There's a layer that's like static or something that's supposed to like connect them both. So I had taken that and started peeling it off. And when I was peeling that off, the whole screen just like jumped out of the socket. And I got dust everywhere between the two screens. I even got fingerprints. It was just bad. It was so bad. And I tried my best, but I really screwed it up. I really did. And I tried to use like wet wipes that I had at home, but the wet wipes have like this soap residue, and it didn't work out. It really didn't. So now the rest of the Switch looks great, but the screen leaves much to be desired. It's fine, I'm not too bothered because I have an OLED replacement screen for it. But in the meantime, it's kind of sad looking, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm just gonna have to wait patiently. I don't even know what I'm coloring anymore. I guess this should be dark colored as well. I don't know. I don't have enough colors for this. I don't have enough colors for oh boy. So that's where I'm at. I don't know. Anything else happen? I mean, I'm playing more Enfield and I'm having a ton of fun with that. There is like a slight gripe. It's basically you're forced into the main mission, but the main mission takes a really, really, really long time. So I'm still doing the main mission. However, I'm like, there's like all these like exploration things that you can do. And so if like you ignore the main mission, you can go and prance off in the fields and go find all the exploration, like all the puzzles and stuff. But you can't do most of them. Well, depending where you're on the story, you can't do most of them because there's stuff that's not unlocked yet. So you're like caught in between a rock and a hard place. Like, no, I want to go visit, and you can't. So I recommend just getting the whole main mission over with, even though like you're eager to go do the rest. Don't do it in the wrong order. It doesn't like it. Like the game doesn't really like that you do the things in the wrong order. So like they had the whole factory section when it just started. I like set up all these things, and I was like, I feel like I'm missing stuff. I thought the whole point was like I could automate making armor and stuff like that. It's like, maybe I'm just missing stuff. And yes, I had made this whole factory and then basically I had to redo it all, which is fine. Like, you don't lose resources when you dismantle everything. But it was like, oh, okay. I should just wait. I should just follow step by step what they're telling me, mindlessly, until everything's unlocked, and then I'll get to do whatever I want. So there is a lot of like hand holding, which maybe it's that way because gacha players don't have a great reputation. I don't really know. I'm not really one myself. And I really don't I don't get the appeal of it. I'm sorry, like I don't get it. They have like their gotcha system. And I don't know. I've already got characters. They all look cool, they all look fun. I've got a slow, heavy-hitting sword person. I don't need more. So, yeah. Clearly not the target audience for that part. But for the others part, hell yeah. Factorial all day, I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Especially for free? For free? It's like Breath of the Wild Factorio. Couldn't ask for better. Actually, I'm guessing... Maybe I'm a bit of a fool, but I'm pretty sure Pal World was like that. So maybe I should just go get Pal World. Instead of... Anyways. But it is very much like open world Factorio, and it's fun. There's a main mission story, and... the story's alright. There's some things that are a little gotcha-y, but it's fine. Oh boy. Oh, there's one thing I definitely noticed. I'm probably doing it wrong, but basically I leveled my main team to like level 20. I was like, oh. Well, if I keep on using it, it's useless because I'm capped. I'm capped at level 20. I don't know why. But for now, I'm capped at level 20. I guess it has to do with my authority level. I don't know. I didn't bother reading too far. I can't read. And so... And so what happened was like, okay, maybe I should use a different team so I can level those up. Bro, I got fucking cooked immediately. So I think what you're supposed to do is like use these tickets or something to just like automatically level up all your characters. But then what's the point? Like, why are you getting XP from baddies? What's the point? I don't know. So I've been getting my shit kicked in with my level like 3 team because now everything's like level 18. I think the world scaled, or maybe the areas I'm in scale. Like some areas are harder than others. Because now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure I met like some level 8 monsters and then some level 18. The 18 ones are the ones you get your shit kicked in. It was like a boss that was level 20. And holy, I spent so long fighting that boss when I think with my normal roster, I would have been able to finish it pretty quick. Because it's like a mini boss, it wasn't even like a big boss. But yeah. And it is very funny, the disparity in quality between like the main like I guess the main characters, the ones that are like the playable characters versus the NPCs. Like one of the playable characters are so detailed and like so well made. The freaking NPCs are all like Vroid models. Like, wow. And like, I'm not saying like a well-done Vroid model, because well-done Vroid models can look like a custom model. But these are like the base Vroid models. Whoa. Hello, how you doing? I'm having a little bit of a slow morning. I wasn't responsible with my sleep schedule, and now I'm paying the price for it dearly. I'm alright. Had a good weekend, but I didn't get the work I needed to do done. It's fine, though. I'll try to get it done during the week. What you been up to? Oh. I went over the lines. I did say it was going to be impossible for me to drawing the lines. There we go. Did you get a CS again, or you were just hanging out? I was just saying that I was playing some Enfield, and it's actually not too bad. I'm pretty happy with the game. Because I started playing, like, there's the whole Factorio section now. And that's what I really wanted to play. It's slowly but surely getting better. There we go. Oh. I talked to someone I hadn't talked to in a while. I was asking about, like, basically just catching up. We did our bachelors together. And I asked her, I was like, I haven't kept in contact with basically anyone from my bachelors. Not necessarily that they wronged me or anything, but just we weren't super close in my bachelors. Like the whole class and I. My all stream week has ended, so starting today, I won't be streaming until Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. The days I stream, but yeah, I've been listening to music drawing too. Oh, nice. Wait, what have you been drawing? Want to show some stuff? Oh, I would have to open Discord. I mean, I can open on my phone, I think. We'll see. I really can't draw on the lines. There we go. So you've been streaming every day for a week? That's kind of crazy. I realize that I should probably be streaming on Saturdays at least, but it's hard to get a consistent schedule for Saturdays because they could be, since I live with my parents still, I know, things can change really quickly on a Saturday. So I haven't figured that one out yet. Something that I needed. I don't know. It's just my parents don't know yet. And I don't really feel like telling them because then they're gonna have things to say and I don't really want to hear them. I've just been drawing random things like poses and other things. But yeah, I've been streaming all last week. Nice. So you've been doing, what is it, gestures? I think that's what it's called. Gesture drawing. I did like a whole week of gesture drawing, and I'm gonna be honest, like, oh, you should be doing this every day so you could get better. I wanted to do other things than just gesture drawing. That's why like self-taught courses for drawing is hard to it's like hard to keep up with because like you gotta motivate yourself. And sometimes if you're just doing the same thing over and over again for multiple days on end, it doesn't really pan out. I feel like I should get more of a consistent line here. Even though it would be thicker. And on stream, what have you been drawing? Like, have you been drawing on stream, or was that separate? There we go. I think this is the width of the line is kind of changing. Okay, that's slightly better. I think I'm gonna go for... The jacket definitely has to be white, right? But what should the... I think the trousers should be gray. Yeah, I'm going to be shooting myself reacting to song albums. Drawing is separate. Reacting to song albums? Are you musically inclined? Like, do you play instruments and stuff? Or is just music really one of your hobbies? Because I'm very much not musically inclined at all. I don't know if I'm necessarily tone deaf. But like, yeah, it's really not. And the music I listen to is definitely on the weirder side. Like, I'll have some D&B and jungle. I'll have some harmonic metal. I don't really know what yeah, I guess like meme genres mostly. Yeah, I have to listen to music to sleep and draw and work, things like that. Musically motivated, okay. But when you say you're streaming your reaction to albums, like what does that entail? Like, is there a new album from like a famous singer that's coming out, and then you like dissect it, or is it like is it kind of like a commentary of what the song? Because if I'm not mistaken, you listen to rap, right? Was it you? Did you listen to rap? I don't remember. I think so. So you're like dissecting the lyrics and like trying to explain what they mean? Okay, reacting to the NF albums. Just watching and talking occasionally, but yeah, I listen to rap. Okay. NF. I don't know NF. Sorry. NF. What could that stand for? New? No. NF. Maybe if I'm like told what it stands for, I would. But just out of the blue, NF doesn't ring a bell to me. Gray? Does gray work? It's such a... It's not even a color, it's technically just a shade of light. Let's see. I am gonna try to change at least the buttons. There we go. It's just I can't do orange. Orange would be so... like... so strong. It'd be overpowering. I guess I have to go gray as well for the soles of these shoes. It's kind of really going into the snow theme for this one. I guess I'm gonna have to go look up NF. Let's see. NF rapper. Oh, that is literally his name. NF, that's it. I thought it was an acronym. Yo, what? I did not know that. Where's he from? US? Oh. Wow. How popular is he? Is there a way to... I don't know how to gauge that. I don't know. 10 million on YouTube? like 10 million followers or subscribers. That's kind of crazy. So he's like really popular, and I'm just I'm just living that much under a rock that I am totally unaware. Yeah, no, the music I listen to is very much not that deep. It is pirates drinking ale, pirates fighting off zombies on pirate ships. What is the Magellan's Expedition? Yep, that one's a banger. I like that one. To lands unknown. So I forgot what the lyrics are. It's been a while. And I probably shouldn't be singing for multiple reasons. One, so that other people's eardrums don't bleed out, but also because DMCA. I don't know. I don't really know how that works. I'm scared of it. It must be sort of fine because I know when I watch the librarian videos, like the Northern Line edited videos on YouTube, there's always like a clip of him at the end singing very poorly, and I don't think he gets DMCA takedown. So maybe there's like a level. There's maybe like a level as where you can sing so poorly that it won't track. Because actually, wasn't there the Drunken Choir? I believe it was Doug. The Drunken Choir. Like him and his friends. And I believe they purposefully sung songs so poorly. And it wouldn't get like picked up. I'm not sure. I don't know if they paid for the licenses or not, but they definitely sung it as terrible as possible. Should I be coloring? I guess I can do this here. Oops, way too big. There we go. I wonder if I should make the strap gray or not. I really wonder. I don't know if I should go for orange for the accent color, because I really don't have any orange at all here anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for orange, even though I don't think it would really work in this one because the bottom strap is gray, so it'd be like inconsistent. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Yeah, no. Even though we're missing orange on this one, I would either have to make the bottom one orange, which I don't think would work. I really have to ask about the color palette. Maybe I'm allowed to do like a very different color palette and I'm limiting myself for no reason. It's totally possible. Let's get the orange for here. And that little dot that you can barely even tell right there. Yay! I guess the rest is just white, which is a lot of white. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like this is just the worst version of this one. It's fine, not a big deal. You know, if I had these suspenders hanging on the sides on the inside, I would maybe have a little like splash of orange that I need. It's too bad. It's too late. Oh, the zipper. I should have colored in the zipper. Could I make the zipper orange? Feels like a weird choice. What I'm definitely gonna do is, once she kind of tells me what features she likes, I'm really gonna go look into like the type of clothes that the concept is wearing, I suppose. And I'll really get some like examples of like concrete examples of those, and really like rework it. Because right now the level of detail of these concepts are really low. Like normally would be seeing stitching and stuff like that, but this is like really just very simple, plain, very, very plain. Isn't LODs a term? I'm pretty sure LODs are a term for models with variable levels of detail. Like the what are they called? The models that have the Unreal Engine 5 models. The ones that are called, I forget what they're called. They have a specific name because of the rendering engine that it uses. I don't know. I don't really remember. What I do know, I think it was a Crisis. And when I listen to Eminem, every time he goes really fast, the words slow, and I hear every little detail in All She Wrote by T.I. featuring Eminem. Eminem was rapping fast and said, but I still spit triple the amount of insults in a tenth of the time that it may take you pricks to catch on, which I was in school at the time, and when I heard it, I was drawing art at the end of class. So it's like really, really, it's like really something that's part of you. Wow. I really don't have that connection, I don't think, with any music artist. Or, I guess, artists in general, for that. For whatever it's worth. Like, I've never had... I don't even know the music artist's name most of the time. That is crazy. And something... I was talking to one of my friends. She's a huge Swiftie, like a really big Swiftie, and I was with her and another friend, and we were both looking at it, like, okay, but why? What is it about her? She's like, oh, but it's the lyrics. It's the lyrics that she sings. They're from the heart and everything. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, I guess I just can't get it. I just can't understand it because many of the songs that I listen to, don't even have lyrics. Like, lots of them don't even have lyrics. And she's like, ew, what? How? How can you listen to songs without lyrics? I don't know. Have you heard the Mario Galaxy OST? That shit slaps. So I don't know. And sometimes it's even lyrics, but just not in my native tongue. So, fair enough. I take everything in whenever someone says something fast. It just seems like it's normal speed. Probably because Alberta is the only Canadian province where everyone speaks really fast. Specifically Alberta. So, I don't know much about Canada. I don't even know where Alberta would be on the map. Shame on me. But I'm guessing Alberta is out. Montreal is the one that speaks French, right? I don't know. No, it's Quebec. Quebec speaks French. I don't remember. Shame on me. I don't know where Alberta is. Is Alberta... Is it to the east or to the west? Or is it like smack down in the middle? Wait, what layer am I even trying on anymore? Oh, on the second one. Is that fine? Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's just gonna be a little annoying for the buttons. It's like for me, I only really know European geography, and not even like if you start asking me geography questions within Spain or France, I'd be screwed. Especially Spain. I just wasn't there in the formative years where they're all like teaching all the lakes and like the rivers and stuff like that. I just wasn't there. Yeah, Quebec speaks French. Alberta is above Michigan. Yeah, that doesn't really help. I don't know American geography either. I only know like where. I only know some of the countries of the east. Countries. I mean, it feels like they're countries at this point. I only know some of the states in the east side and west side. I don't know where Michigan is. By the way, I don't know if you know this. I'm not American. I know I sound it, but I'm not. Hence why it is morning for me. I think the neck is behind there, so I'm not gonna add color there. That's also maybe a factor of why I don't really know American artists that much. Well, I guess like North American. Although it is like still common in our spheres of interest. They do put like other stuff on the radio as well. Not necessarily better. I could tell you. If you've ever listened to French rap, it is something. It is something. I get a lot of shit for not listening to it because it's like supposed to be very cultural and stuff like that. I don't know. It's not my style. It's like UK drill. I'm sorry. I just don't listen to UK drill. I don't. But for some people, it's like really important to listen to UK drill. There we go. I'm still in the right layer. We're good. Michigan. Where is Michigan? I should be embarrassed. I am. Oh, I forgot I looked up SSX characters. That's where all like the snow themed stuff came. What was I thinking of? Oops. I see where it is. Isn't that where, like, Chicago is? I know Chicago is a city. I'm not that dense. I think that's where Chicago is. Hopefully it's right. I would have lots of people being very disappointed at me now. What? It's not my fault. We only learned some of the states in the French system. In the French system, we only learn basically when the U.S. I think it was the War of Independence. I think that's what we basically learned. I think we basically learned the part where the French aided the Americans in the War of Independence. Oh, that's something I forgot. For one of my English, this was British English. So for one of my English assignments, we were asked to write about the Civil War. And since this was like British inclined, what they meant about the Civil War was totally different about what I was thinking. I still don't even know to this day what they were talking about. I'm guessing it was like some sort of war between the Protestants and the Christians. I don't know. Which civil war happened in the UK? History buffs, help me. The case is, I thought they were talking about I was like, Civil War? Oh, I know that one. They're talking about the War of Independence. I wrote a whole essay about the War of Independence. I was like, and then the Americans threw the tea in the water. I don't know what teacher read that, but she must have been howling. She was going, who the fuck is this idiot? First of all, got the war wrong. Like, got the country wrong. Second of all, got the war wrong even in his own country. Because even if I was thinking about, like, American history, even if I was thinking about it, I should have known that the Civil War in the United States was not the War of Independence. It was the Civil War between the North and the South. So that teacher must have thought I was like an idiot, like a complete idiot. That was funny. That was really funny. I don't think I failed. I think since it was like an English, like it was supposed to evaluate your level of English, and really wasn't about like the history itself. Like they were just trying to find a subject for you to write about. I think I passed. This is even the worst part. I probably didn't get full marks, which must have hurt because I was always one of the people in the class, like in the French school, that had like a really high English level. There was like 2 levels to. Oh, whoops! What happened there? There was like 2 levels to the English class. It was high and low, and I was always in the high level. And this is like English as a second language, so it was like always piss easy. I would get in trouble basically in English class because when it was debate time, I would just hoard the whole conversation. So the teacher would have to take me aside, like, Danny, you've spoken enough. That is enough. Let someone else speak at the table. Okay, miss. It was not my fault. They weren't talking. Their level of English was way worse. I don't know why. Well, I should know why. But like, there were, in the high level, there were some kids that spoke English just like me. Probably mostly northern kids. I'm thinking. One was from Sweden, and they had perfect English. Who else? One was Mexican. They had perfect English. Or like close to perfect. One was British. I forgot about that. One was British. She had perfect English. Yeah, no, yeah, two of them were British. But then the rest of the class, they were all like actual French kids. That had like learned English from scrap, and most of them had a really hard time. And we were still like, and we were the advanced level. There were some outliers. And that's crazy. Because basically, there's some kids that if you just put a TV in English in front of them as a kid, they'll just learn. So, yeah, that was nuts. I remember someone got demoted. Their level of English was like sometimes good enough for the advanced level, but other times, so the teacher was like, "I'm sorry, but I have to demote you." He got really offended. Like really, really offended. Some English teachers were cool though. Some of them, since they knew that I spoke pretty much just perfect English, they would just leave me at the end at the back of the class with the other English speaking kids, and we just mess around at the back, and she would just let us be, because it didn't matter what we would do, we'd always get full marks, except for that essay. Although that essay was really young still, so I wasn't messing around in class yet. But yeah. But we'd be doing nothing. We'd literally be just like on our phones at the back of the class, laughing at memes or stuff. This was high school though. Am I getting everything? No, you see there's still some transparency at the back. There we go. Back in my day, Instagram did not have no damn short videos. That is a true fact. It was still bad. It was still definitely bad for you. I had to get rid of it when I finished high school. I was like, this is probably not good for me. What else? You know what? Screw it. If I made the top part of this orange on the inside, the jacket should be orange on the inside on the rest of it. I should also draw in the lines, but we can't have everything in life. if some people are like born with gifts, like they're gifted in some way, I've yet to still figure mine out. Although I have to say, some people get the short end of the stick. Some of them have like those double jointed weird thumbs, and that's their thing. I'd wonder what happens to those people. They were the cool kids back in primary. Look, my thumb can do this. Contorts in weird way. Wow. Do they still pull that trick out at parties? I don't know. Oh, I still have to do the zipper. Yeah. Still have to do the zipper. I think... No, bummer. Absolute bummer. I thought I'd be able to get away with it. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. When I mean kids, I mean pixels on my screen. I've anthropomorphized. Hello, Luke. How you doing? I severely hindered my sleep schedule. And now the thoughts are slowly coming to my brain. It's just one of my friends hasn't been on the Discord server for a while. And talked to them until it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And now I have to pay the price for it. I'm okay. Home with walking your dog. Is there still like the ridiculous amount of snow? How much did it snow? Was it like a meter or something, or is it more than that? By the way, someone was Mr. Ferk was talking to me and they were telling me that Alberta's over Michigan, and yeah, I felt very stupid because I don't think we ever learned American geography at school. At all. I'm pretty sure we did the Independence War in the French system. Like, I'm pretty sure we did that, and then we, like, saw the first 13 states, and it was, like, when France was helping out the United States, but I don't think we did anything else than that. A bit higher than ankles. But there was a lot of wind. Well, it snowed, so it might have been more. Right. So is it also due to the severe winds that there was, like, a snow warning? Because it feels like... for what I think it was Denmark that you're in Denmark. Shouldn't be snowing like pretty often like that. Shouldn't they be prepared? It's very orange, but I guess it's fine. The Copenhagen Harbor? The salty water in Copenhagen? Whoa. That is kind of nuts. So I'm guessing it was just like really cold. How cold did it get? Like negative 30? Because I think in the US right now, it's like it's gonna be negative 30, or it was negative 30 in like the northeast. Like that whole Boston, New York area. Negative 4, like consistently. Oh, okay. Negative 4. Does salt water freeze at negative 4? Maybe there's like... currents of cold water as well. That's always something. Also, that's something I forgot. When there's wind, even though nominally it says it's -4, the feeling is quite lower. We had to study that in physics class. I forgot about that. And there's definitely some way to calculate it, like based on the wind speed. I don't remember that. Reach feeling like -11 during storms. Yeah. So that may have played a factor. Because salt water is tough. Like it takes really cold water to make it freeze. So if the harbor froze over, unless was too busy freezing. I thought you made it home. I thought you said you were home. Classes were canceled. By the way, did I tell you that you are maybe kind of right? I was at a school helping my dad out. And the kids there, yeah, but I spent in the cold and severe weather. Oh, dang. You gotta be careful. Some people died in the US for being out. There was a drunk guy who was walking home without a jacket and stuff because he was drunk. And he was like a uni student. And he died. He died from he like froze to death. I saw it on the news. It was bad. Be careful out there, please. So, yeah, I was at a school helping out my dad. And the kids started asking, like, oh, what are you? Are you... In the US they died. I still remember that one in the EU summer. Oh, sorry. I get it. Yeah, although the canicule you're talking about... Oh, maybe we're talking about different canicule. Because I'm thinking about the one in 2003. I think it was in 2003. Maybe it was later. Which were you talking about? Is this recent? 2018 or 19. I was in Lyon then. Oh. I would have been in Spain though. Yeah, I was in Spain in 2018. Or 2019. So it wouldn't have affected me. Well, it probably did. It's just... Actually... 2018, 2019... It's just Spain heat is always bad. So I guess I didn't clock it in. But yeah. Because we did have our classes canceled and we did go... I'm guessing that was 2018. We went to the pool. We all just went to the pool. There was like every beginning and end of ad breaks, there would be a canicule warning. Huh. Okay, I don't remember that part of life. So, as I was saying, I was at a school helping out my dad. And the kids in the class were like, "Hey, are you his brother?" And I look at them dead straight. I'm like, "His brother? He's my dad." I like, oh. And the other kid goes, "Well, I thought you were gonna be like 28 or something." He looked like 28 or something. Like, oh, that's almost worse because that was accurate. That's like too close to home. They overshot it, but still, I was like, oh, damn, that sucks. The age is catching up. I'm not 28. I'm not. That's the thing. They overshot. That's why it felt bad. But like when they said that I look like my dad's brother, it was too far. Like it was too far. Like between he's in his 50s. So like that was, I could brush it off, go like, haha, they're just kids, they don't know better. But he was like, I thought you were 28. Oh no, that hurts. You don't need to know. It's on a need to know basis. I will refrain from commenting now. I guess I have to put at some point an age somewhere and like a birthday. Just not yet. I'm not ready. Don't really know what color palette I'm going for this one. I guess I could start with the easy ones, like the boots. I'm just gonna say 26 is real. It's like, yeah, pretty much. I'm not 26 yet. Let's just say. Wink. But it's definitely coming sooner than later. Oh. Yes! Yes! Well... He's 28. I mean, I have friends who are 28. Actually, no, they're probably older now. I think they're 29 now. Oh, that poor old soul. We used to make fun of him, but I was next in line. I was always next in line. And you're making a roast? Yeah, we're both. Oh, I know. Once you're past 25, you get your quarter life crisis. You don't have enough money to buy the motorcycle or the nice sports car, so you just buy like Pokemon cards or something. And you just drown in nostalgia to make you feel better. Instead of Pokemon cards, I'm buying the Beyblades. You're gonna lease your car? You have a bike? Dang. What brand? I don't know too much about bikes, but like a little bit. I know the major brands, I suppose. Oh, should I be going with a gray for that part? What did I do for this one? Maybe the top part. And that's... So are there no government subsidies for getting electric cars anymore in Denmark? Because there used to be like a huge subsidy. That's why so many people in Denmark had electric cars. And BYDs are Yamaha MT-03. I only know the brand. But it sounds fast. I'm gonna be honest. If it says Yamaha or Kawasaki, Ducati, let me go look it up. Oh, I gotta open Discord. Give me a second. I really have to remember to log out of my main. One of these days, someone's gonna be online while I'm... Oh, yep, there is someone online. Because I'm pretty sure Discord tells people if you're streaming, which no one else knows, so... Let's see. Oh! I just remembered something. There we go. I gotta re-put the... Yeah, so I got Discord open. You can send me the pics whenever you want. By the way, I want to hear more about your game. Like, what is it about? Like I see it's like a visual novel for in a coffee shop in setting, but like what's like the story? Ooh, it's a nice bike. Very nice. It's very nice. I love that you have hay bales in the background. Living the life. Nightwing, as in like inspired by the DC character Nightwing, or just happens to be a coincidence that they're named the same. Honestly, I feel like yes, you would like Nightwing though. He is in a skin-tight bodysuit, and he's ripped. And he is kind of twink-shaped. She's in the small garage house. As in DC Lighting. Yeah, okay. House where we store things for our chickens. Oh, really? You have chickens? That's nice. We used to have neighbors with chickens, but we never owned chickens. My mom was very much against the whole animal thing. She was very allergic. Very allergic to all animals, so that never happened. We did have neighbors with chickens. 7 or 8 of them? Nice. We used to get eggs from the neighbors. And a rooster. Dang. It's a full-on operation. There we go. I actually didn't finish drawing that little bit, but it's probably fine. Oh, 7 or 8 eggs. Yeah, back to the game. Go ahead. Is there any secrets that lurk below? You're working on a demo. Nice. Is it going to be out on Steam, or are you doing like itch.io kind of, like releasing on itch.io? Because I think I don't know what the publishing for Steam is like, but you may have to pay, or you may have to like give commission or something. I'm not sure. To a project I don't know the scope of. Demo itch.io, but full game on Steam. Nice. I mean, hey, if it's like your passion project and you're chipping away at it slowly on your downtime, that's always cool. It's always nice to have like a project that you can always go back to. I feel like I'm going to be losing all the detail if I start coloring it all in the dark color. I made a mistake. I didn't add a new layer. I really need to make like an alert or something. It'll be fine. I can move it over. So, the demo is about the player, default name Quinn, finding a cat and figuring out how to take care of it alongside a chosen bachelor. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. So it is very much vanilla themed. Very like coffee shop setting. There's like numerous endings depending on the points you score and how many. So is there a good ending? Is there a specific good ending, or are all endings good? You just end up with one character or another. Are you playing favorites? there are specifically good endings, but there are multiple for each romantic interest, I suppose. Not for the demo, no. Okay. But like for the full release, that's kind of like the plan, I assume. That's one thing. Like when you play story-driven games or like visual novels and stuff like that, I've always felt compelled to try to answer correctly, like to try to get the good ending. And what I've realized is that when I see other people play some games, when they choose the outrageous option, sometimes they get so much funnier interactions. And I feel like from now on, I want to try to choose the more outrageous options because it seems to be funnier. The full game will have 3 endings, with one being explicitly bad, but the other 2 are not written to be best or good ending. Okay. There was a interesting commentary on games that have multiple endings. And it was by a YouTuber named Noodle. And he was talking about Mass Effect specifically, where in Mass Effect, I'm not sure which one, you basically have to choose between 2 species. Like you have to save one or the other. And the other one would end up eradicated because of video game logic. But that option is completely lost on the user if you happen to just complete everything in the good ending. So that hard choice that you're supposed to make gets lost on most users. So therefore, some people can have like a very, very impactful choice in their playthrough, while others, like, it's just a walk in the park. The demo has 5 endings. 1 player gets the cat if they meet certain requirements. 2 players can receive the cat if they meet some requirements. 3, bachelor adopts the cat. 4, player cannot adopt or receive the cat from chosen bachelor. 5, cat runs away after a while. Is it the Morden one? I'm not sure. I didn't play Mass Effect, but it was the one where you have to choose between the AI species and the alien species that created the AI species. And like both of their entire species are above the planet, while your 2 team members are like bickering on the surface of a planet. That is a series of games I should play at some point. Just haven't had the time. So, if the bachelor adopts the cat, do you end up with the big green planet? Huh. Good question. I don't remember the color of the planet. Is there multiple instances where this happens in the Mass Effect series? It's like basically one of the alien species that created the AI species has like a helmet constantly on. It's like a blue helmet. Like a blue big visor. Yeah, I know that's the point. But this one, like, are there like multiple instances where there's species-ending conflict? And you have to make the moral choice between 2 different species? But the whole thing is that hard choice can be mitigated if you just manage to do the dialogue tree perfectly and you get the right, like the good ending. That's Mass Effect 3. Got it. To me, that feels like a little bit of a cop-out, though, isn't it? Like, if you're able to like get out of like any hard choice by just doing the good ending. You need to do some specific missions too and make certain choices. Fine, I guess. So, if the Bachelor gets the cat, do you end up with the Bachelor? So it's like not that big of a deal? Or you don't end up with the Bachelor and your love interest leaves with the cat. That's like a double lose. I've lost my love. And I've lost my other love. No, not at all. You need to have such good stats and remember that everything matters. In your game, or are we talking about Mass Effect 3 still? Mass Effect, okay. Dang. I really feel like I should at some point play Mass Effect because it's like one of the big sci-fi franchises. But I just need to find the time. I really need to find the time. The romance here in the demo is kind of secondary, but basically if your bachelor's affinity is high enough, you can basically date them and have the cat too occasionally. If you don't already own it, wait for November. Is it gonna be on sale in November? I guess I should go wishlist that. My Steam's not open though yet. Oh, I can do it on my phone. Let me go find it. Where is it? Steam. Mass Effect. Is it gonna be? Is there like a bundle for all 3 games? Wait, why are you no load? I don't think there's great Wi-Fi. Wait, it's all on sale right now. Legendary Edition is what you're looking for. Oh, so it's 90% off at the beginning of November? Huh. It's at 85 right now. Legendary Edition. So I'm guessing this has all of it. I'll go wishlist this. There we go. Yeah, I got no rush to get it. All the discs that are worth updating and an easier time transferring your Shepard through games. Oh, okay. Wait, what do you mean? You can transfer Shepard between games? What? Oh, wait. So there's not like a hard reset between games? So depending on what you did in the first game, your second game starts differently? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, that is nuts. I didn't think that was the case. Wait, everything matters? I'm confused. So it does. So your game. Wait, so to like get a good ending on the second installment, you should have done like good choices in the first installment. Your choice in Whoa, what? But what if you just like start Mass Effect 3 without having Mass Effect 1 done? I guess you just like start with like a generic slate. Like no, all your stats are just like leveled. Who dies, what you did, what missions, your behavior. So it does matter. Wow, that is nuts. No wonder they didn't do more than 3. That must be so much work. Like imagine building like the story tree from that. It must be massive. Like I don't even think there's a DLC that basically summarizes the events, but it's shit. Oh, it was always meant to be a trilogy? Huh. I didn't know that. Hadn't kept up. Well, you really can't tell the buckles with this dark color. I should have probably like drawn more of an outline so I can color in. That'll be fine. Dang. Well, I guess I should play it then. Really should. It was on my list of games to play, but I didn't realize it was that crazy. My mistake. I didn't know your game. In multiple senses. This game has broken me and put me back together piece by piece, altering my brain chemistry while doing so. That's my profile. It's so good. Wait, your profile on Discord? What part of it? Is N7 supposed to be? Because I remember there's like Mass Effect. Is it N7? I think N7 is one of the things from Mass Effect. N7 is what Shepard is. Okay. So I did get it right. It's basically Spec Ops. Yeah. You see, this is one of the problems I have. I have limited knowledge of many things. Where big updates happen. But it's also Community Day, November 7th. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. That's why you told me to wait until November. Because like that's the Mass Effect Day. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. It's like the equivalent of May the 4th for Star Wars people. Although, not quite the same. Dang. By the way, I'm already on season 2 of Transformers Prime. And it's good. It's really good. Surprisingly, a lot of lore. I just put it on while I'm like doing some of the other work that I'm supposed to do. So I have it in the background. But it's kind of a problem because I'll be like trying to do work and suddenly I'll hear some stuff. Like it's on the second screen, so I kind of see it on the corner of my eye. But then I'll like see something, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go back. And I'll have to like rewatch the scene. Like, oh. So it is a bit of a distraction, but it is good. I like it. It is insane. I have to say, I didn't expect RC to, you know, why do I feel the way I feel when I see RC? It's embarrassing, but she's cool. No better way to describe it. Oh man, there's like that little meme where like looks respectfully, and it's just like a little guy that has got like his arms out like that. I don't know what the meme comes from, but that's literally me when I see RC. I'm like starstruck. I'm just in awe. She's cool. She's so cool. I don't know what it is. As a gay man, RC's a wood. Cue them. Oh boy, it is. Yeah. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. I was thrown off. I was very thrown off. It's like, why do I feel like why do I feel this way? It ain't straight if if $20 is $20. Yeah. So I've been enjoying it. I've definitely been enjoying it. And like the character development's good. Like it's a very solid show. Even if it's a kid show, it's like, well, it's supposed to be a kid show. It's better. It's one of the good ones. Like there's some outliers in kid shows that just, you know, you had Avatar: The Last Airbender, absolutely knocked it out of the park back in the day. And it's one of those. It's one of the GOATs. And I feel like it's pretty underrated. I really feel like it's underrated. Because I don't know where it would have been. On what channel would it have been on TV? Because I didn't have TV. Like when this released, I didn't have TV. I had it way when I was younger, but we still don't have a TV. It was on. There was DVDs. Yeah, I guess it was on DVDs. But was it on like Gulli or I don't know? What would have it been on? Was it even in France? That's also a question. Because maybe it was just the US, and that's why it was never... I got, would it have been like a Cartoon Network or like a Nickelodeon show? I don't know. I guess it would have been like Nickelodeon. There was a French dub? It was on Gulli or Smith? SMTH? What is SMTH? Is that cable? Because I only had like Gulli, Boomerang, Gulli and Boomerang. Oh, and I guess it was like Nox. What was it called? The I forget that TV station. The one with like an X and it had like edgy eyes or something. Okay, my bad. So it was on Gulli. Maybe I am old enough to have just missed it. Because we no longer had a TV in like... CE1? That I've been young. was so sporadic and no clue there was more. Because all of Ninjago, I watched it on DVDs. So I wasn't watching it on like television. Well, I didn't know there was a French dub. Ninjago on Netflix, by the way. I don't have Netflix though. It's fine. I'm pretty sure I watched all... Like, I recently watched... Like, a year or two ago on Netflix, I watched basically all of the Ninjago that I grew up with. By the way, Disney Plus is going down the drain right now. It's a really money sink. A really big money sink. They're not doing too hot. That is worrying for competition because Netflix is absolutely smashing everyone else. Yeah, honestly, true. Do better, Disney. When they revealed that they were gonna integrate like AI for like National Geographic thing, for like the Star Wars National, I was like, what? Why would you even do that? Why? That is so bad. It is really not that hard, especially when you're as big as Disney, to pay some artists to make like a very simple animatic for like that kind of thing. Like literally it would have been the same quality. That's how bad the AI stuff was. Besides the Percy Jackson reboot, I have no interest in getting this up. Yeah. I watched a bit of the Percy Jackson reboot because I no longer had access later on. I was watching it while it was coming out. I feel like it was pretty good. I know this is probably wrong, but I did like the original when I was a kid. I remember watching it. I haven't watched it since, so maybe it's like aged poorly. It's called like Aragon. Aragon when I was a kid was like, oh, this movie's amazing. You watch it again, it's just fine. It's just fine. And you have to live with it. You have to live with the fact that your child brain thought stuff was better than it actually was. Should I do orange straps? Is it too much? Let's try it. But yeah, I like the new Percy. It was more reminiscent of the books, I have to say. I was never a huge reader. Dyslexia was a big part of that. But I did read, I'm pretty sure, until the one right after Sea of Monsters. I think it was the one after. Is Sea of Monsters the second or third book? I think I started the third book but never finished it. I mean, I'd hope so because Rick Gordon is the director. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You say that, but like, there are events where the author is directly involved with the movie adaptation, and it's not necessarily apples to apples. But yeah, I did quite like the new Disney adaptation. Like especially the Medusa, like the whole Medusa scene was way more like the book than in the movie. Like in the movie did Medusa really weirdly. And I guess it makes sense to like trying to condense a lot of stuff into a very short amount of time. But yeah. You know what Oh, but I know. Oh, man. Why does J.K. Rowling have to be a little, you know? The case is, there were audiobooks when I was younger of the Harry Potter series, and those were really, really good. It's a bummer that freaking J.K. Rowling has to be the way she is. Yeah? Which adaptation? Fuck that witch. Yes, you're absolutely right. It was really not that hard to fuck up, and she managed to screw up her entire... Well, I mean, if she's just evil, she's evil. There's not much you can do about it, but... What a weirdo. She's a weirdo. I'm sorry, but she is. She's weird. I don't know why... It was so weird. I have to say... when we watched, I was still young, I'd say, but when we watched the Hobbit movie adaptations, I didn't think they were that bad when I was a kid. I'm working on a novel trilogy, and I keep daydreaming, taking into consideration what I'd want / my checklist for the adaptation of my story. Like, what the movie adaptation or the TV series adaptation of your novel would be. Yeah, that makes sense. Were you much of a daydreamer as well? I don't think I ever listened in a single class in my life. I think that was me, basically. You already have some pretty hard set rules. Okay. Such as? Okay, what is the trilogy about, first of all? Aphantasia. I'm sorry, I don't know that term. Let me go look it up real quick. Aphantasia. Your brain doesn't form or use mental images as part of your thinking. Oh, that's true. I remember this. Wait, you're an artist? You have aphantasia? That is nuts. You're not the only one. Like, I know there's other artists out there that also have aphantasia. But to me, that's so weird. Not in a bad way. Like, it's just like, wow. I can't even imagine it, because I see images in my brain really clearly. So imagining someone not seeing images, yeah. Wow, that's nuts. That's gonna be so hard. Mad respect. Because that's one of the things, that's why I kind of got EP, but you'll be playing the background as I die for a few hours. That's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Ferg. I just know what things will look like, but it's more like it solidifies as I draw. Wow. Because to me, it's like the absolute opposite. I'll have... It's a sci-fi setting where I flip the humanity is superior trope around, aka what it looks like from the alien's POV. It'll be therefore a trilogy about the start, the peak, and the end of a revolution, oppression, ethnocide, inequalities, injustices, etc. All are topics I'm going to talk about, but I want to ultimately bring hope and not despair. Yeah. Especially with today's climate. And what do you mean by flip it on its head? In one sentence, elevator pitch goes as follows. Going from being a farmer to being assigned to watch over a convicted criminal before getting involved in an underground insurrection group. Coltan will need to not only be able to adapt but also speak up for themselves if they want to survive in the world they're now involved in. Got it. So is it like, are we the aliens looking into the lives of the humans? Is that like what do you mean that because maybe I'm not well versed, but when you said the trope of, okay, so world building wise, yeah, are we in the future as well? Because you said farmer, so of course there could be future farmers, but we are in the future. Okay. But never really given a number. Millions after our era. Okay. I brought water and I didn't even drink it. And is it the aliens that are oppressing the people, and therefore that's why there's an insurrection group against the alien invaders, I suppose? I don't know if this is supposed to be gray. We'll figure it out. Sorry, my brain just thought. When you said millennials. In the 41st millennia, there is only war. The humans have colonized a few hundred years most of the known galaxy and have basically eradicated problematic alien species, aka ones that could be a danger to humans, keeping the ones that were quote-unquote useful. Okay. So I did make a joke of the I did make the Warhammer joke, but this is sounding like are we the bad guys? Are we the bad guys? Because if we're eradicating every alien species, we very much do feel like the bad guys. Are we the baddies? I guess these rings also are metallic. I haven't taken the darker shade of gray at all. I'm gonna have to switch up the colors, mostly because these buckles down here, they're so light in contrast to the dark background, you can't really tell they're gray. Wait, no, I'm not gonna do shading. There we go. Dang. For example, Colton's part of a farmer species, but their people have been forced into settlements and only to grow specific plants, the ones most profitable to grow, and disregarding others less useful ones. Thing is, they don't remember those days because it was a thing so long ago. Oh, so is Colton an alien species then? An oppressed alien species. The main cast is entirely alien. Got it. Okay, I see. until like mid book 2 for reasons I will not disclose. Do you have the entire book written already, or you just have like the outlines of the stories? I gotta say, that's so cool. Oh, it's a major spoiler. I'm able to draw, but I would never... I don't know. I don't think I'd ever be capable of actually writing. My writing skills have never been that good. I have the beats roughly of every book, yes, but I'm just working on the first book and only the first draft. Sounds great. I've been writing for 12 years now. 12 years! Wow. That is a long time. Yeah, 12 years, that's a... I don't think I have a single project that's lasted 12 years. I only really figured out... Wait. No, okay. Whew. I only figured out that I was kind of artistically inclined in high school. On and off, granted, but yeah, I'm actually almost done with the first act. Nice. That's really cool, I have to say. It's cool. Like, there are so many stories I want to tell, but I've never had like a way of with words, basically. So every single time that I've thought of stories to tell, I've always thought of it like, oh, maybe I'll make a 3D animation, or maybe I passed the 30K word mark, and first act is probably going to be between 35 and 40K. Wait. I'm trying to think. Holy! Because I'm pretty sure 10K is like 50 pages of A4. No, that's with like graphics and stuff. I'm trying to think of thesis that I had to write. It's gonna be like 20 A4 pages. Dang! Dang, that's a... Yeah, you're definitely gonna have some long books. Ah, the rope should be brown. But I can't. I don't have brown in my color palette. It's fine, I'll do gray. Dark gray. It's 109 pages right now, and I'm at 60-something pages on A4. Wow. Wow. So it's 109 pages on what? Is there like a book format, I suppose? Well, I don't know the standard sizes for books. There, I assume there is. There probably should be. Pages in standard size, aka like 300 words per page. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if these... I think these satellite dishes should be white? Probably. And these knee pads. I'm gonna go for a dark gray for the knee pads. Yeah, I have quite a few like Google Docs that have beginnings of stories and stuff that I've written down, because I'll have like one of those epiphany moments when I'm daydreaming, like, oh, I want to tell this story. But it's always been like either for like D&D campaigns, like homebrew D&D campaigns, or animation, stuff like that, or video games. But yeah, that baby's been cooking for the better part of 2 years now. I only started the first draft last year, though. Hey, well, I mean, if you only started the actual draft last year, I guess things could start speeding up. One thing that was a lot of fun is I used to play. I used to host a Minecraft server. This is when I had a lot of free time, and this was my like first or second year bachelor's. What I do is that I would host a Minecraft server, but it was story driven. It took so much effort. Like it took so much time for me to make all the builds and stuff like that. So I would first make all the builds in creative to populate the world, and I would have like NPCs and stuff like that. There's a mod named Easy NPC, I think. And that was so much fun. The problem is, like, I would spend a whole month working on... It's like basically playing D&D, but in Minecraft. It's like role-playing Minecraft, I suppose. So I would spend like a whole month preparing this whole story with like different NPCs and stuff, and like things they'd have to go find, and quests. And it would be... They would finish it in like one night, and it would be so painful. But they really did love it. They always say, "Oh, can we do it again?" Yeah, I would, but I just don't have the time anymore. I just don't have it. Dude, here's last year in spring was only 3-something chapters. I picked it up back around November again and wrote 6 more and did a lot of world building that I forgot to do before starting the first draft and took a break for January. Now I'm fully in it again. You see, so it is speeding up. That's good. Do you also have like a bunch of projects that are like started but never finished? Yeah. To be fair, also fair. In spring, I worked on it for like 2 months straight. 1 month dedicated to the last world building things, redoing the planning, etc. Okay. I think I should do a new layer, probably. I have so many fan works that are halfway done, not even. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I definitely have lots of things that are not finished. When the I think it was called, I forget what, but they had that like Star Wars attachment to the Disney park. I follow the serotonin and I'm lucky. Get it finished. Yeah. Well, I embarked on designing my own droid, because at the Disney park in the United States, that I know I'm never going to be able to go to, but the point is, I was like, oh, that's such a smart idea to have like the store where you build your own robots. Like, oh, that's such a smart idea. I kind of want to do that here at home. So I just started designing all the parts for the robot, for the droid. Sorry, my mistake. Never finished it. That was like one of the oldest projects that I've not finished yet. It was also, I don't know. I guess I just kind of fell out of love with Star Wars in general, mostly. Because when I was in middle school, I was like really, really into it. Like, of course, it was like Clone Wars and everything. That Clone Wars, if you've not seen it, that series, that's also a cult classic. The amount of stuff that aired on that show that I don't know how was ever approved by executives for daylight television is insane. But yeah, my Padawan, the friend I'm taking under my wing and teaching Ryan, is doing a K-pop Demon Hunters Star Wars AU? What? Wow. I'm guessing this is on AO3. I've never visited AO3. I'm sorry. But I'm guessing this is an AO3 kind of thing. K-pop Demon Hunters and Star Wars. That is... I would have never guessed that combination in a million years. And I have not watched it yet. I'm sorry. I haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet. I know I have to. It's on the list. It's on the list of to watch. It's just I don't have Netflix. And I guess I could pirate it, but... it's work. Having to go find it and stuff. It's work. And I don't want to work. She hasn't published it yet. Still working on it. I'm trying to see how they would mash together. That is... Let me... You don't... It's fine. I'll find it. We'll watch it together. Freaking share screen it. It's fine. I'll get it. It's a movie. It's like it's... Wow, okay, you hate me. Watch along? Question mark? Watch along? I don't want to take your codes. I don't want to take anyone else's passwords. I will not take someone else's passwords. But yeah, that's definitely something to watch. Oh, you'll share my screen. Oh, okay. That could be something. I never thought of that. Watch-alongs? Maybe on like a... Well, right now I'll finish this project. That's the most important thing. But after this project, I guess I don't really have anything super urgent. So I could do watch-alongs. That's something I haven't really figured out. I really have to... Exactly, that was my point. I thought you wanted to share your codes. It's like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to put someone else's security in jeopardy. This sounds like a bad idea. Let me go get the off-white. Also, I don't know how hawkish Netflix is now. Like, I don't know how crazy they are about... Like, if you're using someone else's Netflix account in a different country, do they block your account or something? I don't know. I haven't used it in a really long time. Don't worry, I'm doing it all the time. What? No, the sharing the screen, I'm sure is fine. Like, I'm sure... I don't even think they can detect it. I know Discord for a while was like blocking you from sharing YouTube. But I don't know if that's still a thing. I'm not really well versed on how that works. VPNs don't even work? I don't even know how that works. It's like geo-tagged or something? I don't know. I'm like tech inclined, but not that tech inclined. So yes, I know what a VPN is, but I don't know how they would be able to circumnavigate VPNs. Like, would you have to also spoof? It's insane. I need to use a special thing and borrow my fiance's IP to access another library. Whoa. So... I guess they can check your IP. But if you're using a VPN, wouldn't you be using the IP of the VPN service? Maybe I'm totally wrong about that. I don't know. Like, the only server stuff I understand is the ones that I need for hosting Minecraft servers. My older brother is very tech inclined though. Probs added to the blacklist of Netflix. Okay, do you know what the how bad the piracy, like if you pirate stuff in France, how bad is it? Because I heard that they could send people to your door. But I don't know if that's true though. Oh, you're not joking. You can't steal what you can't own. Oh, I'm not worried about piracy itself. Like when I was in Spain, I would do it all the time. It's just in France, I heard that the laws are a little tighter. You don't know? Bummer. It's fine. I'll figure it out. That's why when I go somewhere else, like when I go to the UK or when I go to Spain, I would like try to torrent all the things I wanted to watch while I'm there. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a statistic recently released that showed that piracy is at an all-time high right now. And honestly, I get it. It's like the services are so expensive and are so predatory that people are just fed up. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the whole problem with monopolies. Like, if you let companies consolidate, then there's no competition. That's why I'm bummed that Disney is failing, because that means there's less competition for Netflix. Because Netflix just bought HBO Max, didn't they? They just did a merger with Warner. No, was it Warner? I think it's Warner. So now there's even less competition. So yes, it is annoying when you have to pay for so many different services, but the competition supposedly keeps the prices low. That's why I've always been a YouTube kid. Always been a YouTube kid. Independent media for the win. And even YouTube has its own problems. Like if you want to go really... Yeah, no, the prices are not low right now. They're supposed to be kept low with competition, but there's even more open source alternatives. It's $15-17 per month? For what? For like Netflix? I thought I got a Disney one recently for €2.99. €2.99. What? 15-17? No wonder I'm not paying for fucking Netflix. Basically, I want to show someone the OG Star Wars trilogy, and I could not find it anywhere online. Like, I couldn't find any torrents anywhere. I normally don't stream. I like downloading the content, because then I save it on a hard drive. And therefore, I have it always, so I don't need to go find it again the next time. And hopefully, I'll be able to set up a Plex server at some point, so I can just have my own Netflix, basically. But if Netflix is 15, okay, it's 8 with ads, though, but 18 per month for standard quality. That is nuts. Yeah. That's also one of the things. Streaming services are actually like pretty bad when you want to watch something at high fidelity, which is a problem because I think Blu-ray discs are no longer being manufactured or something like that. And so if you want to watch, oh my god, 25 for ultra, that is so dumb. That is so dumb. And I'm getting scared with YouTube because every once in a while I get, if I want the high quality, if I want 1080p, they're like, oh, you have to get YouTube Premium. Like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, that's not happening. At least, what are the upsides of only having a 1080p display? Because I've not invested into 2K, like 1440 or 4K yet. One of the upsides is, you know, I can't tell the difference when it's 1080. I think 1080 is fine. But yeah, they're getting greedy. They're getting ridiculously greedy, and the consolidation between Warner Brothers and Netflix is not good. And now that Disney's doing poorly, if Disney sells their Disney Plus to Netflix, we're so screwed. Because I'm telling you, Disney Plus, I got it for $2.99. I think it was a special offer, but I got 1 month for $2.99. $2.99. I can pay $2.99. Just I can't pay more than $5. Like, there's no way. That's not happening. I'll try to find some. Yeah. I think it was a promotion for the Disney thing, though. Because I think it's normally $5.99. I only paid for 1 month. I just wanted to show the Star Wars trilogy, the original Star Wars trilogy, and that's it. And I think I'm pretty sure I said it last time when I showed the Chinese students from my class the Star Wars trilogy. They could not sit through it. It was ridiculous. They thought the pacing was too slow. I'm like, wow. We definitely live in a different timeline now. Oh, that's the thing. Disney is 10, but with 7 ads? That's the thing. I have ad blocker. And it works. So I guess I don't see the ads. Like, I've never seen an ad on Disney. Even though I was paying the cheaper thing. I think ad blocker worked. I also have ad block phone wide on my like on my phone everywhere. So like all apps. Some don't for some reason. I don't know why. But mostly all the apps don't have ads at all. It's if you root your phone, it's an Android phone, so it's not the same if you have Apple. But if you root your phone, you can get an app called AdAway. And basically it removes all ads from everything. So you don't get them in your browsers, you don't get it on like the bad mobile games that have like those terrible ads. Those don't exist either. For some reason it still exists. Like I think it gets rid of ad services, like Google ad services. Ah, okay. I'm sure he set up something similar then. Yeah. It was my older brother that set it up for me. So I was really lucky with that. He's also, like, his degree is in tech. Exactly, that's what I said. I'm techie, but I'm not that techie. That is exactly me. Like I can set up someone's Windows install on their computer. I can build someone a computer. I can set up my own servers and stuff like that. Just when it starts becoming when you start have to like writing in the Linux terminal and stuff like that, I can do some things, but not everything. I really wanted to move to Linux. I'm still on Windows 10. I'm still on Windows 10, and I'm on Windows 10 LTSC, which is like it's not meant for computers, it's meant for edge computing devices or something like that. It's like IoT services. So this will still have updates until 2032, but it comes with none of the Windows services. So it's like really, really bare bones. It's meant for like the displays at an airport, for example. Because I absolutely refuse to go to Windows 11. Okay, wait, this is... I think I've finished coloring everything in. Yay. You know what? I'm going to do a flesh tone for every single one. Let me go get one. Hopefully it's fine. I'm gonna have to go for lunch soon anyways. I think I'm gonna color in all the flesh tones and then head out for lunch. Well, I'll be going downstairs. Let me see. Let me just add a new layer. We're on concept 1. Get some flesh tones in. I think if not, it'll kind of confuse between like what is supposed to be white and what is supposed to be skin. That's why I'm doing it. I was not going to do it originally. Although I still have to do the heads. That is still something to figure out. Yeah, but I really, really wanted to migrate to Linux. But there's still some stuff that is not quite there yet. It's a bummer. Like, for example, window capture on OBS doesn't exist. You have to get a separate plugin. And it's like... I think you have to compile your own... You have to compile your own add-on. And it's just too much. It's too much. And you don't have game capture, so therefore I would have to use... chroma keying for VTubing stuff. Because I can't use the transparency layer anymore. So I just, for now, not gonna happen. I know it's Linux for me. But like with how Microsoft is moving Windows 11, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. They keep on trying to push those AI features that can like spy basically on everything you do on your computer. I can't do it. I can't go there. So I will fight as long as I can. My Windows 10 install is fine until 2032. And I'll just have to, hopefully by 2032, Linux will have advanced enough for me to be able to migrate. I have a second like work laptop that I would use at uni. And that one is Linux Mint. And it served me well, but it's served me well because all I needed to use on it were spreadsheets, word editors, like text editors, PowerPoint stuff. Because right now I can't use my art programs. I can't use any of them on... I can't use any of them on the Linux machine. Because like there is no native version for it, so I need to go through compatibility layer, but no one has done it yet because the Affinity Suite is not that well known yet. It's known, but just not that well known. So it's a work in progress. It is a work in progress. Oh, this thing is... You know what? It's fine. I don't like this concept that much anyways, so... I won't bother trying to fix it. Is it too pink? I think it is too pink. It'll be fine. I just tried to find a mid-tone and maybe it was too pink. I just want it to be different enough. They're just concepts. They're just very rudimentary concepts. It's fine. It'll be fine. I do... Oh, I know what I was supposed to make. Shit. I have a whole... I don't know what it's called. It's like a piece of... a piece of pig? Pork? I don't know. That I have to put in the slow cooker. I gotta get that done. No, it's gonna be too late. It's the ones with the strings. I don't know if that rings a bell. There we go. Actually, I don't know if I should be coloring in the whole foot in pink. Maybe not. Let me just this front part. Let me get rid of this section here. And this section here. Un rôti? I think it's a rôti. It's like the meat that they tie up with strings, and then you normally do it in the oven, but you can also do it in the slow cooker. I don't know what those are called. I guess it's a roast. Wait, I thought you said you were doing a roast. I guess I also have to do a roast, but if I'm doing a slow cooker, I don't think it's roasted then. I'm confused. I like cooking, but I'm not like very culinarily inclined. I just zoned out, and all I had to go off of was like, do you know what I'm talking about though, or because I don't know what it's called. I think it's a rôti. But yeah, I like making the one with the strings. I like cooking food, but I'm not very culinarily inclined. I kind of just go off vibes. Vibe cooking. I'll make the stuffed eggplants. I'll make the parmesans. I make a mighty chicken or eggplant parm. Those are good. Same. So you said you were making a roast though, right now, right? I also find myself always using chicken stock. I'll get les bouillons, the stock cubes. I'll always be using chicken stock for everything. I don't know, it just makes everything taste good. Because it's salty. Oh, you're writing right now. Wait, so when you said you were gonna, it was a while back. You're getting roasted by the heat? The heat of the roast? I forget what it was. Yeah, I don't remember. And I assume you're writing your book. Just good. Get progress done. Don't leave the project unfinished. Rise above the rest of the creative space with ADHD. Get your projects done. I have a graveyard. Yeah, to get roasted. Yeah. I know what it is. I think I guess in the sentence previously I had assumed it was like literally a roast instead of getting roasted, getting cooked. Yeah, I'm planning chapter 12, almost done with the beats too, so I can soon start the actual writing. That's great. I have like a Notion page where I have like all the just like to do things, and it's just a graveyard of old projects that had started. And I was like, oh, you should do this next, and never completed. I think that's what I'm gonna start whittling at. Use Obsidian? I've heard that Obsidian is better. You have nearly 400k? Huh? I'm sorry, I hope that's an exaggeration. What do you mean 400k? I have like 20 projects maybe on hold. I heard Obsidian's good. I kind of want to try that. Because I kind of got burnt by... Oh, 400k words. Got it. Whoa, wow. Wow. 400k words. That's nuts. Yeah, not an exaggeration. Oh, you sent an image. Holy... So if you read for an entire day, you'd be able to read through all your words. That is nuts. DC Overwatch requests solo leveling Transformers Valorant. Nice. Wait, did you see there's a huge update for Overwatch? Yeah, your Mass Effect is definitely... Oh no, Valorant is way more. Really? Fanfic of Valorant? I didn't realize the characters were so well... You're not holding your breath? You've been burnt in the past, huh? Same. I hope it's good. I hope so. It's not the PvE content we were promised, but at least it's like seasonal narrative content. So I'm hopeful. And reservedly hopeful. I've given up on Overwatch for years, so if it doesn't turn out well, it's not like I'll be too devastated. I don't want to sell for at least. If I come back, it needs to be worth it. Well, we'll see. Where's the fucking PvE? I know. It was such a good promise. It was such a good promise. When they promised PvE, I was so hopeful. I don't know why they did that. Why did they get our hopes so high? And I wonder, what the heck happened? Like, was it just gross mismanagement that everything failed? Because basically nothing was done between Overwatch 1 and 2. Like, nothing really changed. So I don't know what they were doing that whole time. I assume it's just, like, absolutely gross mismanagement that screwed everything over. Because if not, I just don't understand. I know hope sells. It's okay, I am constantly connected to a tank of hopium. No! I did the same mistake again! I can't believe it. Hopium and copium. Hopium through the mouth and copium through the nose. I did the same mistake again. I didn't change my... layers. It's not too big of a deal. I didn't draw that much. Control X. It's fine. This is fine. That's the hopium or a copium. It's actually copium, actually. Let me get... I think it's on layer concept 3. It's only the hands. It's not. Actually, I'd rather just redo it. And what is that old story about, though? I have a story I've been dying to work on. It's just such a big scope. Well, more like another project rewriter. Wait, you've already rewritten it once? One of the projects I've... Oh, coloring out the lines. Way to go. I've been severely disappointed with the trajectory of Pokemon as of late. And so I wanted to make my own. And I want to do it the correct way. Imagine National Geographic, but a video game for pocket monsters, basically. And the idea was roughly, the rough story beats, is that you are a task force sent to a planet. A planet that is non-inhabited. And it would be a planet that life has no longer been living for a long time. Like there was a mass extinction event. And so it's like a desolate wasteland. But you've been sent there to do outer space archaeology, basically. To go find the remains of an ancient civilization. The story was Genji OC throughout the years starting at the Black Watch era until the Recall. Slow burn kinda deal, where the OC and Genji don't see each other until they've already caught feelings. OC is an informant and only communicates via calls and messages. It would be about acceptance and healing from the past. Oh, okay. Is it a one-way feelings kind of thing, where the OC has feelings for Genji, but Genji doesn't? Okay, these are all colored in. No, it wasn't rewritten already. I just have another project that I want to rewrite. So you got two of them that are that you want to rewrite. Got it. I'm not a huge fan of this pink. I think I'm gonna go for a less, like a more pale tone, because this one's really just like pink. No, it would be mutual, but OC wouldn't be ready because of his own past kind of deal. Attachment issues on both ends for different reasons. I actually have his notes for his appearance. Oh, really? Do you have like a mood board and stuff, or it's just written? You can send it over. Was it this layer? Yes, it was. Let me lock that layer down. Yeah, you see, this is what I was afraid of. If I do too pale of a tone, it's not distinct enough from the white. It's fine. Let me see. Design. Half-mask inspired by plague doctors. Okay. Porcelain type material? Maybe. Kintsugi with a... Oh! Is Kintsugi the art of repair? Or am I making a mistake? Kintsugi. Let me check. Yes, it is. Okay. Awesome. Respirator physical voice changer. Okay. On the throat, need to be like a choker design. Ooh. On the mouth, need to be like a respirator gas mask design inspired by old microphones. Okay, I see it. White light main, black dark secondary with accent color. I'm guessing you're talking about the color palette. Turquoise or lilac, inching towards blue for the with accent color. Okay, eyes glow that color, emoting with it as well, like wrench. Like wrench. Who's wrench? Cape that looks like wings. Can glide with A-type shape language. A-type shape language? Is that something that I... Oh, I get it. Like a delta wing kind of thing. Mechanical bird, used to gather intel recon, also have the porcelain vibe? Yeah, I see it. If yes, maybe a blue jay. Oh, I also see that. Porcelain blue jay? Clock sci-fi steampunk design. Yeah. You see futuristic, if so, holographic elements. Yeah, you can make that work. Kind of like porcelain, ivory, plates. Yeah, I can see it. Glow-in-the-dark design patterns appearance may be a bit ominous. So like when the lights go down, you can see just the patterns. Wrench from Watch Dogs 2. Oh, I haven't played Watch Dogs 2. But not as silly. Yes, I need to redraw what I had, to be honest. Wrench. Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs 2. I heard that Watch Dogs 2 has a really weird... Oh, I know who Wrench is then. I heard that Watch Dogs 2 has a really creative multiplayer where basically you can go into someone else's world and just have like a follow mission. That is crazy. And apparently it's like still going on. Top hat headwear. Watch out with the shape design to not make it look like another hero more tall than wide. Okay. Lilies being the accent color, glow a bit. Yeah. Cane, foot injury, cane design. So, like, Victor. Victor in Arcane. Cane design of Corvide. Cane turns into a whip. Oh! A whip cane. I don't know if I've heard of a whip cane. Sword cane, definitely. Like a saber. No, not a saber. Victor's leg, not foot. Oh, I see. I see, that makes sense, actually. Victor is his legs, so this would be just a foot injury. Are you a big fan of Victor? I have to ask. I just have to. I just need to know if you're more of a Jace or of a Victor kind of guy. Victor's great. Okay, I expected it. It's just going to be a healer. Okay. Who has a top hat? Because you're saying you don't want to confuse it for a different hero? It's been a while since I've played Overwatch. Who has a top hat in Overwatch? I think there's like there's a cowboy hat. Cass or Ashe? Okay. Yeah, I see. I was expecting more, like when you said top hats, I expected more, what is it? Victorian style top hat? But I guess that makes sense. How could you make it different from Ashe or Cass? I forgot they changed Cass's... It's Cass now because he used to be called something else before. I forget. High Noon Guy. What was he called before? He's going to keep it. McCree, that's right. I forgot. It was McCree. Things have changed. I mean, if you can... I guess, like... TF from League of Legends also has that kind of style of hat, but it's more like a tricorne. It's more that style. I don't know. But yes, you're absolutely right. If you're going to design a character, I mean, it's only for your personal use, I suppose. Well, and the people who are reading the stories. So you don't need to necessarily worry too much about it, but it is definitely something to think about. To try to have a different silhouette than the other characters of the roster. There we go. Timeline is all wonky and I hate it. Yeah, that's something I've realized that for... That's why my writing is not really good. I think it's because I was always not really good in lit. But when you're planning out a story, you really have to... It's not just like start writing, because that's what I would kind of do. Even for my essays, I wouldn't even plan it out. I wouldn't even have like a draft where like write like the major points and then like the sub points. I would just go ahead and write directly whatever was coming out of my brain. And my mom would always say, Danny, your essays are literally what you say out loud, just written on paper. There is a difference between writing and speaking, and I never grasped the nuance between the two. To this day, I will still write as I speak. And so that's one of the things I really need to work on. For if I am going to try to write something. I need to be more structured, more... like, actually have it planned out. Because if not... You dumb your speech down when you speak? Really? I'm gonna try to get... I think at 1 o'clock, I'll go eat lunch. Because my dad's not home today, so I get to eat whatever I want. Speech impediment, so I have to use smaller words. Oh, really? What kind of speech impediment? You actually don't need to disclose that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should be asking medical. Sometimes I've got no filter sometimes. I'm sorry. Oh boy. That leads to some awkward situations at IRL. Let's see. I want to open... I want to open the previous files. I guess I could all do it here. Should I just do it in this file? I don't know. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I graduated from it when I was a child, but never quite fixed it. Speech school, I forgot what it was. Speech school. So I'm guessing it was like a training to like help with speech impediment. You know, my cousin had to go to chewing school. This is not a joke. She had to go to chewing school because she did not learn how to properly chew. Yeah, 101. So what would happen is that she would not chew her food and she would just leave it in her mouth for hours on end. Which was super dangerous because like she would go nap and you could choke on your food if you still have it in your mouth while you're sleeping and stuff. And so she had to go to chewing school to learn how to chew. I think I moved everything by accident. Oops. And I know it sounds ridiculous, like, and the worst part is that she failed chewing school. Like the first few times that she was there, like for a whole year, she quote unquote failed chewing school. As like that was a recurring joke later on in life. But yeah, it was serious. It's really serious because you get lots of cavities in your teeth if you have your food constantly in your mouth, and it was the worry of choking on it as well. She's fine now. She's perfectly fine. But it was It was worrying for a while. But I remember having to go, because I had problems with reading. And teachers were really worried when I was younger because I didn't have a speech impediment, but they would think that I was not properly hearing or that I was not properly pronouncing the words. And so they sent me to go get tests. And I remember we went to a doctor's office and they would make me read out made up words. And it was like all like weird zoo themed. So they would have like make up animals with like different appendages on the screen that they would ask, can you read the name of this animal? And I would read it and they look at me like, no, your kid looks fine. And so we went and did quite a few other tests, and that's where we figured out that my eyes don't read smoothly, so that's like one of the issues. But also, it was mostly because I was brought up in a multilingual household. Like, I was learning English, Spanish, and French all at the same time. And apparently it's very common for kids that are learning multiple languages all at the same time to just, like, absolutely mess up pronunciations, and like everything is just not how it's supposed to be. So they said he'll be fine. He'll grow up. He'll just sound a little weird when he's growing up. And yeah, it turned out fine. Because that was the thing. I was thrown into the French system without having really learned French. I would go to la crèche. So my mom would specifically send me to la crèche to like interact with other kids, because at home I wasn't getting any French at all. I was getting Spanish and English. And so I just like magically... children's brains are weird things. Really weird things. Because I just like magically learned French just by, I don't know, osmosis, by just contact with with other children. And I just made it through the entire French system with no French at home. Granted, I have to say that my grade on the French back wasn't amazing. But it would have not been amazing if I did the Spanish system. Like, it was French lit. That was the problem, not the... Although French art, orthograph, spelling. French spelling, terrible. But yeah, so... if you're going to be speaking Danish, English, and French, yep. I'm guessing you learned Danish way later on. Also, how do you have such a... Oh, and you're planning to learn Mandarin. Yeah, I'm also learning Mandarin. But how do you have such a good level of English? Where did you get it from? Just school? Mandarin is ridiculously hard, though. I used to be like pretty consistent on Duolingo. I know Duolingo is screwed up recently, and they've fired their entire task force. So I gotta find an alternative. I think there's one called like Hello China or something like that I'm probably gonna move to. I was exposed when I was a child, then forgot. Then at 13 or 12, I had a visual novel that I wanted to play that was either English, Mandarin, Korean, or Japanese. Yeah, obviously you chose English. I just translate every word you know. Wow, sheer determination. Sheer willpower. That's impressive. And you just kept on reading. Wow. Yeah, that's like mostly all the people I knew that did not have like some sort of English influence from their parents or family members. They're like, I just watched English TV in English, and like I watch movies in English. Oh, I know what I forgot to color in. That'll be fine. I'll do it later. And then in like 2020 or 2021, I started writing in English. And also had a very high level in French because I was writing so much and reading. But it ain't the case anymore. It ain't the case for what? For French? Because my French level has definitely declined. That's why I'm forcing myself to read. I'm reading Metro 2033 in French. Also, I've also realized that the books they would assign us in French Lit were just bad. I'm sorry, but Émile Zola is terrible. I'm sorry if you like him, but Émile Zola, I could not get through it. I think it was the naturalisme. I think that was the movement for that type of book. My French level is now at like B2 maybe, but it was C1, C2 when I was a bit younger. Fair. That is absolutely fair. I think mine is probably lower than a C1, C2 now as well. To my parents' dismay. Yeah, it is insane. You also have an accent? I started developing a bit of an accent, but when I speak in French, I try to make it expressed effort to properly pronounce every word, so that I make sure that I'm not losing my accent, because I can tell. I spent 5 years in the UK. Just 5. Well, maybe not just 5. Maybe 5 is a lot more than I thought. But damn. Of course, in the UK, I wasn't speaking any French at all, and I lost so much. It's crazy. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But yeah, when I get back, going to a store or something, and they think I'm stupid. Because most of the time I'm speaking with a French accent. So they're like, oh, he's French. Like the rest of everyone. But then I will be like, can I am looking for this. Like, what's taking him so long? It's getting better though. Slowly but surely it's getting better. Especially because I have to talk to my driving instructors. Whoa, that is hard. Having to drive and then having to think about speaking in French when I haven't been used to it for a while, and all at the same time as driving, it's not a good combination. Wait, where's my color layer? Oh. I know where my color layer went. Oh. I stopped slipping back into French a few years ago, but I now slip back into it when I'm trying to speak Danish. Yes, that is something I realized. So, when I was learning German. when I was in middle school. And I took German for like 6 years. Never really learned German. Really hard language. But what I realized is that the Chinese I learn and the German I learn, they occupy the same space. So when I try to speak German or Chinese, sometimes German words or Chinese words would get mixed up. It's so weird. How is that a thing? Which is also kind of worrying, because that means that my brain doesn't associate, because I don't have to think very much when I'm speaking English, Spanish, or French. They just come out naturally. But I do have to think when I'm speaking Chinese or German, which that means they are not natural to me at all. So it's like, I haven't properly learned the language, because I have to basically translate each time I'm thinking. So I have to do double the work. I don't know. Maybe it's just like through practice it becomes perfect. I don't know. It is weird. It is definitely weird. I really want to get to the level where I can just speak Mandarin Chinese. Translating is normal. I was translating until a few years ago. Yeah, but I want to reach that level where it's just natural. Like it just... Because I don't translate when I'm speaking Spanish or when I'm speaking French. They just naturally come to me. In French now, maybe a few words. But in Spanish, not at all. Not at all. Like in Spanish, it's completely natural. Well, English as well, I suppose. That's the weird thing. So yourself in the language? Okay, oh man. I don't know if I'm ready to tell this story. I will think about, but I will say part of it. I was offered a job to work as a merman in an aquarium in China. The offer still stands. It still stands to this day, and it depends on how things go here. I'm not kidding. The only problem is that I'm really out of shape right now. I'm really out of shape, so I would really need to work on myself. But I was offered a job to like, hey, you can swim, you're white. We need a merman for this aquarium. And it was from the Chinese student, well, it's Chinese contacts I knew. They're like, my dad owns an aquarium. I'm like, okay. That's crazy. Like, if you ever need a job, you can be a merman in our aquarium. Like, oh, that is such a funny... To me, that is hilarious. I'm sorry, but it's such a hilarious job opportunity. I really want to take it, but it's also a terrifying job opportunity. Absolutely terrifying. So I'm on the fence. If things don't go so well, on like me and like trying to build up my own company, I will maybe be in China in an aquarium. If that does happen, I feel like I will definitely like I will put somewhere on one of the channel on indefinite hiatus. If you want to come see me, come to this aquarium in China. That would be so funny. It would be so funny. I didn't actually finish coloring this one, now that I realize it. There's some bits that are missing. That was also one of the funniest things. So I went to China, and I was at a temple, a Buddhist temple in China, in Nanjing. First of all, I was very much not allowed to go into that temple. You needed ID to be able to go in, and like you need one of those Chinese ID cards, okay? And I didn't have one because it's like an automated system, and so the mother of one of my like the people I know in China, she just took someone else's, like a picture of someone else's ID, showed it to like the staff member, like, oh, this guy is this guy, and the guy went, okay, fine, go on. Not even close. I don't know what the security, I guess he was blind. He must have been blind. I don't know. Or he just didn't care. It is possible he just did not care. But I got through to this, to the Buddhist temple in Nanjing. And what was crazy is that I got stopped at the temple in Nanjing by people. And they're like, can you take a picture with us? Not can I take a picture of them. Like, I was the attraction at that place. They had never seen a white guy. And so they just they were taking pictures of me at the temple. And it was a surreal experience. And yes, as you hear it, yep. Not kidding. The security guard was either not paid enough to care or was literally blind. Because I am not Chinese. I'm not. At all. Not even close. What do you mean you think the former? Oh, what did I say? That he just wasn't paid enough? Yeah, I think he was just not paid enough to care. Or it was probably like, he just didn't even know what to do in that situation. And he's like, you know what? I don't care. It's way above my pay grade. So I'm just gonna let these people in and that's it. Also, the level of bribing that goes on in China is crazy. Basically, they also invited us to like a concert. First concert I'd ever gone to. And there was no more parking left, okay? But there were like these empty parking, there's this empty parking lot reserved for a different event that was going on in the same venue. And so one of the friends rolled down the window, looked at the security guard, and was like, why can't I go into that parking? It's like, oh, it's reserved for something else. It's like, how about... She starts shuffling in her car, takes out one of those like very fancy packs of cigarettes. She's like, how about now? If I give... If basically... I don't know what she said because it was all in Chinese. Like, and she handed him the packet. The guy kind of like looked off into the horizon and just like nodded his head, and we got in. It was nuts. I think the word you're looking for is LBPing? No, LPBing, which is absolutely legal. Oh, lobbying. No, but this is at a like a small level. Like, yes, obviously lobbying is, but that's like big corporate giants shenanigans. This is like low level. Like, I'll give you a pack of expensive cigarettes and you'll let me do whatever the hell I want. And she doesn't smoke. Like, she doesn't smoke. She literally only has the cigarettes in her car for these types of events. Like, these types of situations. Where she's like, she'll give a government official or something, like a security guard, a government official, a pack of cigarettes to let something fly. Yeah. And it's like considered normal. It's nuts. It's nuts to me. Yeah, she does know ball. Also, like, the people I knew in China were in a league of their own. Like, they owned entire shopping malls. So, like, they knew all the tricks in the book. That's why it was... That's why I remember telling you that, like, they paid for my entire trip, and I felt bad. But for them, it was literally, they didn't care. They literally did not care. Oh, what I would give to be that ridiculously rich and be able to just do whatever I want. Yes, fuck you money. Like, literally fuck you money. Ridiculous amounts of fuck you money. I remember they were talking, like, they got into a heated argument between, like, multiple people. It was, like, the father of my friend and then, like, the cousins and stuff. Apparently, someone had lent another family member, like, another friend / family member, I didn't really understand, like, 100 grand, and they were having trouble getting the 100 grand back. And I was just thinking to myself, I am in the wrong place right now. I am very much in the wrong place. Like, my friend was translating the whole thing, and I was like, wait, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, they lent how much? And so they were, quote unquote, business owners. Yeah. And to be fair, I don't want to discredit. Like, these weren't necessarily, like, Nepo babies. Like, I knew the person who made it big. And it was an interesting story. So he basically started off owning a bar. And when their first child was born, he knew that he could no longer own a bar because it wouldn't have been a good environment for his child. And so he went to the big city. He went to Beijing with his brother at the time. Well, still his brother. I don't really know. I didn't do the other shoe. This is going to be a problem. And when he was there, he was doing lots of different odd jobs. And then he got hired at, like, a small aquarium, like pet store aquarium job. And he was helping out with, like, the making of the aquariums as well. And so he built expertise on the aquariums. And I'm just missing color layers. Where is this? Oh, what? The case is that he built experience from the aquarium jobs, and he became kind of like an expert in aquariums and started building up. He made bigger and bigger aquariums for different clients until he started, like, making massive ones, like gigantic aquariums for, I think they even made an aquarium for North Korea. Like, that's how big we're talking. And so now he's, like, diversified his business by buying different things. And yeah, so I mean, fair play. He did the work and it worked out. But it's still like levels of money that I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. I can't repay any of this. They're, like, giving you gifts. It's like, I brought a box of chocolates. I hope it's enough. So yeah. But hey, at least I had the time of my life there. I think I'm gonna have to draw the second shoe because every other concept is like fully done. And these, I can't really have them like partially done only. Damn, it's already 1 o'clock. I may have to leave the rest of the coloring for after lunch. You know what? Actually, I gotta go check. No, I didn't get any info. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try. I kind of want to do the other shoe now because I did do the other shoes for everything else, and now I just kind of have a missing shoe here. And I feel like I've progressed enough in my sketching capacity since the first concept. Which even was the first one? I totally forget. I think this was the first one. No, this was. Both of these were the first one. Dang. Things have definitely evolved. I'm actually not too... I'm not too bothered by this concept. For it being the first one, actually didn't turn out too bad. Kind of debating. I think I will try to finish the skin tones for... Oh, there's some things missing here as well. Oh, there's some missing there as well. Okay, I'm gonna finish the skin tones, and then after lunch, I will continue to fix everything. And once we're done fixing everything, I guess... Oh, I have to make a head. I have to make a head. That's true. That is scary to me. I haven't done faces in a really, really long time. And I don't think I'll be able to do it properly. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Let's get the skin tones down. I'm gonna have to get that shoe done. I should probably also make a list. Of things to complete. For the heads, I think I'm only gonna do like 5 different heads. Because she already kind of has her face pretty much nailed down. I don't want to change it too much. I will have to try the different accessories. I think I'll make a list. I'll make a list of the different accessories, which ones I want to try out and stuff. And I don't want to do more than 10 different heads. I think I'll do 5, but maybe I'll do up to 10. And most of these are just the hand that I need to get done. Not too bad. Because the other ones, there was some skin showing in other areas. So this one's... I think these I really stuck to bodysuit and didn't really deviate. Which doesn't necessarily mean they're bad designs, it's just I didn't really diverge. And therefore, there's like less creativity. Well, some of the other concepts I'm really proud of. But they're maybe a little out of the scope. We'll see. You see, there's some white missing there from the sleeve. I gotta fix that. Where is the color layer? Oh, I did multiple. There we go. Cuff is finished. Anyways, I'll save it for now. And I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go eat lunch. Oh, boy. Oh no, the music just ended. Normally I try to end right when the music is ending. Oh no, how long is this song gonna be? Well. Anyways, I'm gonna go out for lunch. Just end now. I'll go out for lunch and I'll be back later on. More or less at 3 o'clock. I did end pretty late. It's already 1:21. So hopefully I'll be able to get everything set up. So talk to you later. Thank you for joining, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you for humoring me and my endless rambling. See you later. Bye-bye.